I can't stop this feeling deep inside. Shut the fuck up!
What's up, everybody? Just cleaning up my shit. Haven't done a live in a while, so figured I'd go live for a sec here, bud. See that? Precision. See that? Precise. See this? It's unacceptable. Alright, I need to know what y'all think. 400 people. Think I should sell my Cornwell box and get a green icon triple bank with the hutch? Because it's cheap as hell. If I can sell this bad boy for about 3 Gsels and then pick up that icon one with the top hutch. The icon does sit higher, which I really want. It's the same depth as this Cornwell and probably the same quality, because this thing's I don't know how I feel about it. A lot of these drawers I have to give a little extra ugga-dug to get them to pull all the way out. She's empty, okay? Empty container. Viver Sweeper. Link is in my bio. Check this out. That's a beaut. That's an SI over there, bud. Let's see. Bing! What? More than nothing. There we go. There she goes. We're done with that. Vision Auto 3D. I just used these bad boys today on that V6. You stick these on these spark plug tubes, so when you go and install the valve cover, the tube seal doesn't pinch on the tube, and you can just slam on the valve covers without worrying about the seals pinching or not sitting properly and you not noticing. I got a Andrew Jackson right here. That is not an Envision Auto 3D part, but it is a nice coin, bastard. So I used this cover today. This is a manifold cover, so when you're doing valve adjustments, you take off the manifold. There's those big holes that you can drop bolts into, dirt, debris, and it'll go right into the cylinder. So you can see this one has magnets in it, so stick bolts on there. The feeler gauges will actually stick to this thing. I don't know why I'm not just showing you. Bing bong. If it ain't got magnets, I literally don't want it. So, yeah. Stick your feeler gauges on there and stick your adjuster. And yeah, it's really nice. I'm still getting used to setting my tools right there, because that's not normally a place you would want to set your tools, but thanks to Envision Auto 3D, you sure can. So all of this, or I should say, this guy's website is linked in my bio. If you use code, I believe it's TE Videos or TE10, it'll say it in my bio, but it'll save you 10% off, and I'll get a small amount of commission. Scratch that. Envision Auto, actually, I'm not getting any commission from him, but at least if you use that coupon code, you'll get 10% off, and he'll know that your sale came from me. So I already used this axle seal driver. Comes with all 4 sizes. We got different sizes for the axles, so this is just a foolproof way to perfectly install axle seals. These are radiator pitcock adapters, so the bleed screw on the bottom of the radiator, some of them get really stiff, some of them are hard to get at, and a lot of people use pliers and all kinds of shit to try to get up in there and squeeze it. Let me show you on this guy right here. So this just has a 3/8 adapter on the back, and yeah, this is perfect. So that pitcock is sticking up here right above the frame, and it's hard to get to unless you have like an angled set of pliers. You're not gonna be able to get it sitting right above there. Come on, show me. There she is. All right, you can see what a royal bitch that is to loosen. So we stick this guy right up on there, and then you can just stick your 3/8 ratchet right on there. And yeah, I think Snap-on makes a metal version of this for a hilarious price. Vision Auto sells these dirt cheap. So come in a few different colors, green, red, and blue. We have power steering fluid caps specifically for Honda. It fits perfectly on the inlet hoses, outlet hoses, the reservoir. We have transmission line plugs, coolant. We got the big radiator plugs here. We got heater cord plugs, and then smaller ones for the little lines. Literally plugs for the entire cooling system. We have rocker arm holders, so you set this over the rocker that you're taking out and the springs won't separate on you. It's a beautiful thing. This is for the older V6. Same thing, manifold plug covers that you just stick on, pop into those covers. So all of these are for different V6s. See that big blue one, and both these red ones. This one does not have magnets, so of course it's a bit cheaper than this one. And then I should tell y'all, do not put this on a hot engine because it will melt. So only put these on cold engines or warm engines. And yeah, just check the temp real quick. You have to adjust the valves at under 100 degrees anyway. So yeah, got a rear main seal installer here, which I have yet to use, as you can see, but excited to use that. We have crank seal installers for all the engines. We got the axle seal installers, differential seal, and TK seal installer. That's beautiful. So all of these literally fit perfectly over the seals and bottom out on whatever you're installing when it's at the right actual height. So this guy, obviously, as you can tell, was a Honda tech, is a Honda tech. So he creates all these tools, not only for you guys and y'all and me, but for him too. So a couple plugs cover that transfer case so it doesn't puke out. And we have cam seal installers, all different flavors, bank 1, bank 2, and then these, I just forget what these things are called. The cargo caps, the little tri-dealy caps on the back of like Odysseys. Those can be a bitch, especially if they're really tight to loosen and kind of mess up your hands. This guy, you just pop that bad bitch out. This thing, this is for tube seals. Oh, I got one of them. So spark plug tube sealy boy right here. Normally I just use a rubber mallet and kind of tap around it until it looks flush, but now I can set it in this bad boy and then just go to town tapping this, and she'll sit perfectly in there when we're done. Grab this little dealy inside of here, and this is to thread on the valve cover bolt to replace the grommet on the bolt. I'm not sure if I have, yeah, I have these grommets here. So a bolt goes through this grommet dealy. If you're replacing these, you have to separate the metal part from the rubber part, cut the rubber off, and then installing the new one onto the bolt is quite a bitch. So you thread this over the threads at the end of the bolt, and it's tapered, so you can just force this over them threads and it'll pop right on. So I haven't used it yet, but what I would use before is the top cap part of Honda Bond. You just put it over the bolt, so it gets the job done. But having a specific tool that literally threads onto that bolt is just, it's just fantastic. Yeah, anyway, cannot recommend this company enough. He sells stuff on Etsy right now. I believe he's trying to make a website, but for now it's on Etsy. Super affordable stuff, and the print quality is amazing. Different textures, as you can see, different materials. This is a little bit stronger than this one, but as long as you use like a rubber dead blow, you're not going to damage any of these. And like I said, they're super solid, well built. And yeah, this is just it's just fantastic. Link in my bio, check that out. What else I want to show you right quick? Koken just became an affiliate for Koken, and I'm super stoked about it. Let's get this slut to focus here. Doesn't want to focus. Well, these are Koken spark plug sockets. These are the only Koken tools I have at the moment, but I will be getting quite a few more. And Normal spark plug sockets have either a rubber grommet in there that grabs the spark plug or just a magnet, where these have this metal clip on both of them. So they do retain the spark plug beautifully, and there's just enough tension that it holds it in there well, but it doesn't stick when you're trying to pull the socket off. So I can tell just by the finish and the feel of these two sockets that Koken makes some really nice tools, just really precise, super precise. This ain't no Harbor Freight special. Come here, trash plug. So this is the right one, it is. So that little clip is just gonna squeeze onto that spark plug just enough to keep it in the socket. And it ain't going nowhere, but at the same time, you can pop it out pretty easily. So it's the second time I've used this bad boy, and definitely, absolutely best spark plug socket I've ever owned. Immediately threw my old one into the fuck you drawer. And yeah, big shout out to Nuts and Bolts with Tone. He has an Instagram, a YouTube, a TikTok, who knows what else, but check him out at Nuts and Bolts with Tone. He got me in contact with Koken and helped me become an affiliate. So he's got a bunch of videos on a bunch of Koken stuff. He makes tool review videos, that type of stuff, and his account recently got taken down for whatever reason, so he had to start a new account. He's got some good stuff at Nuts and Bolts with Tone. Should pop up for you, bud. Look at this. Custom power drawer. Custom. Beautiful. Keep reorganizing this. My 3-bank organization is a wee bit lacking, but we're getting there. Might snag that icon and get my organization up a wee little bit. Pick a gander at this. This is all caps and seals and random plugs that I have saved throughout the years to help plug up stuff. And now this whole thing is completely useless thanks to Envision Auto 3D coming out with the custom caps for everything. So I'm probably gonna throw that all away along with a lot of the shit here that I don't use. And yeah, let's show you one more thing. Thermal imager connects to your Android phone. I've been using this for a while. And I just picked up this HF Tools thermal imager. So now I don't have to grab my phone with oily ass hands to check the temperature of stuff. Just use this bad boy. I will be linking this to my bio probably as soon as I get home, as soon as I get a second. But I believe the resolution's slightly not as good on this one compared to the TC001 from Topdon that plugs into your Android phone, but you don't have to plug it in to shit. And it's got flash, regular camera, and then your thermal camera, so you have your regular camera overlaid over the thermal image, so it's just a bit more clear. You can see a lot of detail, and yeah, I'm gonna love this thing just because it's so quick. Just turn it on. We got min, max, and then the center temperatures, and you can see it's got enough resolution for it to do what I need it to do. So you can see those heater core hoses are at what, 73. It's also pretty responsive. Every once in a while it'll say calibrate and kind of stick, but the TC001 does that same thing, and it's even a little worse at times, and it wants me to update it all the time, and I've had issues updating it, so it kind of crashes on me, where this ain't gonna crash. This is just hardware. HSF Tools. There's where my ass was on the Cornwell seat. There's the laptop. Boot 90 degrees there. See there, it froze up for a second. See, the oil tank is pretty cold there. So yeah, it's a few different modes too. This is just overlaying both images. That's just thermal. And we can do picture in picture. So just the regular camera, but the center shows the thermals. So that's tight. And then we can kind of do a combination. It's mostly the camera are mostly thermal, so I just like to put it on this one here so you can see these plugs in the wall. A little spicy. So yeah, thermal imagers are super awesome, especially if we're doing mechanic stuff. Like I said, I did a heater core flush, and I used the Topdon TC001 to determine that the heater core was clogged within literally a matter of minutes. All I did was turn on the car, run it to operating temperature, verify that it's not blowing hot, and then I came to the heater core hoses just like this, and you could see the inlet was nice and hot and then the outlet was cold, and that's with the heater valve on when coolant should be flowing through that heater core. So that tells you there's a clog in the heater core and hot coolant's going in but it's not coming out. So super quick, easy diagnostic. You can do the same thing for evaporator cores. Restrictions in evaporator cores are going to have a temperature change. You have a change in pressure, you have a change in temperature, and you can see your temperature with thermal imager. So yeah, a lot of techs slacking on thermal imagers, a lot of techs slacking on articulating boroscopes. I use this for literally so much stuff, like checking for torn mounts that are hard to see, peeking up in headliners, looking for loose stuff and inspecting stuff, going down cylinders. And it's just fantastic. So, adding this to my bio, I do a little comparison between the two. I think the prices are similar, but with this one you get a flash, a regular cam, and a thermal, and a screen all built into one, whereas this is just thermal imager and an app that you have to connect to that it's going to work in conjunction with. So yeah, I'm getting distracted. Appreciate y'all for listening to me babble. I don't know how much of y'all were listening to that because you guys can't comment, and I apologize. I shall fix that on the next live. Although, when I do turn that on, there's a million questions being asked constantly, and I can't keep up, so I don't know. Some people get answers, nobody gets answers. What do we do? Bolster, piston, camshaft, toasted clutch, timing chains, got a V6 cam pulley, got some VTC actuator boys, and vintage snap-on box. Vintage over here as well. Check that bad boy out. Oh, almost dropped it. Oh. That is old. I am not using that often. We can just keep going here. I got 3 more of the lug nut holders from STS. Bing. Bing. Bong. And bing. So yeah, I've used this a couple times now, and it's like the most beautiful thing in the world because I can just throw my sockets, lug nuts right there, and then throw the lug nuts for the back wheels on there, and they stick almost too well. It's gonna take me some adjusting to grab the lug nuts a little harder, but yeah, these are expensive, I'm not gonna lie, but they're so strong and will help you with your job over time. So I don't know, check it out, link in my bio. I also talked to STS about the price of these things, and even recommended to maybe put less magnets in there because it'll still do the trick, even with 2 of these bar magnets and maybe 2 of the mounting magnets. And then he can make the price lower, but part of it is shipping. Shipping keeps going up, and those magnets are ridiculously expensive. So it's definitely not cheap, but it's good stuff. And a lot of people don't know, but there's warranty on all of these tools. So if you break any of these, say I break one of these lug nut things, I'll send him a message, and he'll send you out a new one. I believe, I'm not sure if it's a year warranty or what. It is on his website. So, yeah. Check that out. Beaver. That little sweeper thing I was using is from Beaver. This is from Beaver. This retractable articulating extendo cord. Just picked this up from Beaver. And I can hook up the brake lathe to the rears of cars easily. I've had a few times the brake lathe comes unplugged from here because it's kind of stretched out to the other wheel. So, bing bong. I think this is in my TikTok shop. I still need to add that to the Linktree website. But yeah, Beaver, a company you've never heard of that's all of a sudden making literally everything for dirt cheap. And it's, I wouldn't say it's the best quality, but it's good ass quality. This thing's amazing, dirt cheap compared to anything else like it. Same with that retractable hose. They make jacks, they make digital torque wrenches, they make entire lifts, they make jewelry cleaners, they make pull jacks, they make scan tools. Like, I don't know where this company came from or why everything's so cheap, but I'm not complaining, honestly. Everything I've gotten from Beaver has just been outstanding, so. You know, we got the SDS bar holder. I have one here. And we got one right here. So depending on what car I'm working on, I can kind of swap those over. And yeah, those don't fit in my roll cart. Well, they do, but I can't close my roll cart. So I like having them over there. I also don't want to put them in my 3-bank every night. So it's just nice to have them right there. And we got the new Milwaukee. Been loving this thing. Legitimately too strong. Like, you need to be careful with certain bolts. That's why I have it on this torque setting here. So as soon as this feels torque, it's gonna stop in that setting there. So that's really nice for just running bolts in, and then I check it with a ratchet. Because if you just blam this thing on, say, like a caliper bolt, you will explode it. You will snap that bitch right off. Thing's no joke. Lubed up the Vim ratchet, and it is feeling a little better. It's just, I don't know, it's a lot of teeth. It's definitely a little rougher feeling than the Matco and the Snap-on, but they are super cheap. So, you know, give what you pay for. And I think I had a few people say that all they had to do was grease theirs. When I took this apart, there's basically no grease in them, so I think that's what's happening. A lot of these Vim ratchets were greased a while ago maybe, and they're all dried up. So definitely, if you pick one of these up, take this apart and grease it up. You'll thank me later. Are we done, man? Here. Alright, I got more organizers coming from SJW very soon. A couple more for my ratchets. He's got a magnetic tray for the insider sockets. I'm gonna pick that up. And he changed the design on his extension holders, so he's sending me out some more of those, and they work better for locking extensions, so stoked about that. And yeah, these are looking good. I think he's gonna send me a few more for these guys, and I think he's gonna send me some more for these screw G's and these impact hammer bits. These are the last of my Toolbox widgets, and Toolbox widgets are nice, but just the quality is honestly not there compared to these 3D print companies coming out with them. So, yep. Let's put the cameras back. Some dirty ass hands, it's okay. This is what I film with, people. People watching, wondering. It's 360 Go 3. Link is in my bio. I'll get a little bit of commission if you buy one through the link in my bio. But this comes with a hat clip. Stick this on your hat. Stick this in there. Put a headlight over your hat, like this one right here. And then all of a sudden you're looking just like me. It's a 360 Go 3, both of these. The Go 3S shoots in 4K, but you cannot film a vertical video with the camera horizontal. Fair warning, on the 3S, you cannot shoot vertical unless you go shoot in free frame mode, which will crop the hell out of it and make it worse resolution than these. So These shoot in 2.7K, which is more than enough. The 4K, the 4S I actually bought and returned. One, because of the vertical filming issue, since I always hook it to my hat clip and I film vertically, and I can't use the 4S in conjunction with the Go 3 since they work so differently. So returned it, picked up this regular Go 3 and called it a day. And these are my money makers right here. Yes, they are. That box right there, and these two doodads right here. What is the recording time? So, with the little pod out of the action dealie, it lasts about 30 minutes. With it plugged into the action pod, where it looks like just like a GoPro, I think it lasts like an hour and 20. So if you have it plugged into that thing, it'll last quite a while. And here, let me pull it out real quick. Again, man, I appreciate you for subscribing, bro. Gotta answer your questions. So yeah, this hat clip is articulating, which is super nice. And so with this out of there, you can stick it in this. With it in here, you still have quite a few options. We've got a little sticky pad. It's got a little quarter thread adapter. This is a magnet pendant that you can stick the camera on. I'll have to maybe try using the pendant at work. But stick this behind your shirt. The string pulls out. Wear it like a necklace, so it just holds to the center of your body like that right here. But just the hat clip gives me way better movement and stuff. But yeah, it lasts pretty long for how tiny this is. 30 minutes of record time. So as you can see, I have two of them because I am working on bigger jobs and the pod will die. So I have two. So as soon as one dies, I take out the other one, swap it, put the dead one back into its pod, and it charges up. So having two of them means I can continuously record bigger jobs. And that's why you are seeing bigger jobs lately. This is what I was getting at. You have it in the pod. Also comes with this little adapter that you can not only stick, man, this is hard to do. So you can stick, it's magnetic and it has latches. So it's just got a quarter thread. You can stick it onto that sticky pad. You can stick it onto a tripod or a selfie stick, all kinds of stuff. And then you can change the angle. So super nice. And then you can plug the pod. Come here, you son of a bitch. Come here, you fucking dick. We can stick this bad boy right up on there. So you can stick just this little guy on a selfie stick. Literally just have like a camera on a pole, and not to mention the back of the pod is magnetic. So literally just stick it anywhere. I keep trying to, I'm gonna have to try to get some weird POVs again. It's kind of hard to remember to do that, but or even have my other camera recording so we can get a few different angles. But I'm just one man trying to work a full-time job while also running a TikTok account and yeah, commentating on my work to myself like a psychopath at work all day. But this is what I'm working with most of the time, so hello? Hello? I think there's one tech over there. We're gonna have to call it a day here. I'm gonna get I think I'm gonna sell my Cornwell. I'm gonna sell the Cornwell. I'm gonna get an icon. And then I'm gonna get a Snap-on badge. And I'm gonna take off the icon badge. And I'm gonna put it tastefully where the icon badge was. Or I'm gonna have one of these 3D companies print me a badge that says Snapcon. Take the I off icon, put the snap in front of it, Snapcon. I like that. My Snap-on guy was literally trying to sell me a $20 $25,000 toolbox a couple weeks ago. And yeah, he's psychotic. With tools, with toolboxes, don't buy a Snap-on box. Although I absolutely love Phil's Snap-on box. Probably my most favorite toolbox right there. Absolutely beautiful, but not worth the price under any circumstances. So this one was $4,000, brand new, with a digital lock on her. It's pretty nice. She's pretty nice. That one's probably upwards of $20,000. And you can get a 3-bank hutch locker full setup from Icon for like 7 G's, under 7 G's. So yeah. 68 Epic with a hutch is $12,000. Oh, that's not too bad. I mean, it's not good, but that's not too bad. Look at this bad boy. You're looking at debt. Some debt. I'm gonna wash my hands. Bad bitch right there. Shoo! Overpriced. Fucking garbage. Your grandma's alright. I feel like Heisenberg putting this hat on. T-Video Berg. Alright, so thermal imager. Gonna put that in my link tree tonight. Got all 4 lug nut holders from STS, at least for one of my lifts. For this one, I have these sad sons of bitches still, but it works all right for this style lift. But yeah. Alright, follow Nuts and Bolts with Tone. Cool guy, honestly. Haven't known about him too long, but videos I've watched and the fact that his old account got taken down for whatever reason, he's having to restart. He makes good content, so just check him out. And yeah, I will see you guys on the next video. Peace out.